Hey everyone. Hi, my name is Jana. I am the travel advisor and owner of Cloud9 Travel Co. And I'm coming to you live from Gilbert, Arizona. And oh, hang on just a second. I've got a little issue with my things. Anyway, okay, so I I just did this entire presentation, and I don't know if it worked or not. I have no idea. I did it from my laptop, and I'm not getting any kind of notification from Facebook that anything was saved, or I don't know. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't pull a no-show. So I'm going to get back on here, and I'm kind of bummed because I have this amazing presentation, this whole PowerPoint thing that I did, but because it's not yes, so Kathy, yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Because it's not anyway, whatever. I've given up on my laptop. So let's get into it. This is the first of a series of kind of not really webinars, but lives that I'm going to do on different cruise lines, but we're not going to go with just cruise lines. So we're going to branch out into some land adventures and some fun tours and things like that, just some worldwide experiences. For instance, right now I've got clients that started in Seville, Spain, and then they traveled to Madrid, and then they went to London for 3 nights, and now they're in Amsterdam. And tomorrow they head to Paris, and then they're going down to Rome, and then they finish their amazing vacation in Positano, where I've got them in this beautiful little boutique hotel with a private beach. And I know Positano is kind of there's a lot of stairs, but they're young, so they can handle it anyway. But it's beautiful, and they're going to Capri. They're doing all kinds of cool things on their vacation. They saw Buckingham Palace when the royal family wasn't in town. Tomorrow they're going to see the big ones like the Louvre. Oh my gosh, I cannot say it. The Eiffel Tower, and then they're going to rent some e-bikes and kind of cruise around Paris. And they took the Channel today, that train underneath the English Channel from London to Amsterdam. I mean, just some unforgettable things to see in Europe. And I'm just so excited for them. And I keep hearing from them, and they're having a great time. So that's something else that I want to get into. There's also like this whole destination wedding that I'm so excited. I'm doing all my training on that right now. But it's just going to be a big series. And then I'm going to post all this to my YouTube channel so you can access these videos anytime and kind of get a feel for what each cruise line and what each tour and land adventure and all of that, what it entails. And then we'll go through how I can help you book all that, how I can help you get on these amazing vacations really at any budget. So let's dive into it. So again, tonight we're going to talk about Princess Cruises. Sorry, hang on, I need to get a drink. This is the second time I've done this presentation. Hold on. All right, so Princess Cruises. I chose this one first because their global reach, really, they are the pioneers they do Alaska the best. They have the Inside Passage. They have really just the most immersive experiences when it comes to Alaska. And the cruises for 2026 have opened up. 2027 have opened up. The cruises for 2026, they're going to sell out. It's not going to take long for that to happen. But the good thing about that is you're watching this video, and I have group space that's kind of blocked off somewhat. So with this exclusive pricing and everything. So let's get into this and let's learn all about Princess Cruises. I really, really wish I had my PowerPoint because it's so good, but I'm just going to have to tell you all about it. All right. So first, let's dive into the global destinations. So Alaska, like I said, Princess and Holland. Holland and Princess are, same. I mean, Holland is a little bit, different, but the same company. they're the premier lines for cruising and cruise tours. When I say cruise tours, I'm talking about not just the cruise, but also an extension, either pre-cruise or post-cruise, where you can actually stay in a lodge in Alaska and you can do different excursions. There's different ways to get through Alaska depending on where you want to go. And if there's something that's I don't know, something that's, you know, desirable at the beginning of the cruise, then we choose that. And same thing at the post cruise. So what they do offer, again, with that Inside Passage, is those stunning glacier views, wildlife encounters, and that immersive land and sea adventure aspect. Princess also cruises through the Caribbean. They cruise all the way from the eastern to the southern Caribbean, encompassing all the islands in that region, as well as the Bahamas and those private cays that only Princess has access to. And then they also go to Europe. Europe, you can immerse yourself. I mean, there's Barcelona, there's the Mediterranean, there's Greece. I mean, they go everywhere in Europe. So all the way up to Scandinavia. You can kayak through fjords. You can, I don't know, you can do a wine tasting in Greece. You can do a whole like historic immersion experience in Greece. You can do a private dinner at a farm in Italy. I mean, there's so many things, so many excursions that this cruise line offers once you're in destination at each port. So the experience it's incredible. We don't stop there. We go to Asia, Australia, Japan, China, New Zealand, all over the world, really. And so I say South America, Hawaii. They even do round the world voyages. So if that's something that's on your bucket list to do, talk to me. Let's see what's going on. All right. And then let's go on to the next one. Medallion class. I don't know if you guys have heard about this technology that Princess is using right now. It's called the Ocean Medallion. It's a small wearable device. And again, I've got this amazing video, but nobody's going to be able to see it. So it's this small wearable device. It serves as a key, a wallet, and personal concierge. So this thing is so cool. You can wear it as a necklace. You can wear it as a watch. You can wear it as a, see, what else did I see? Like you can put it in your lanyard. But you can literally, as you're approaching your room will automatically unlock once it senses your personal medallion. So it's really, really cool that way. And then you want to order food from the pool deck and you want to have somebody bring it to you. You order it through your medallion. It's a very interactive, you know, sort of concierge service that just really takes that level of service up on this cruise line. So pretty neat stuff. And expedited boarding. So medallion class, you're going to get that expedited pre-boarding and deboarding at the end of the cruise, and your excursions. So you're going to get that priority deboarding and boarding with your excursions. So super nice. There's also a way that you can find your family and friends. So you've got a couple of teenagers running around in the teen area or up at the pool or the flow rider or whatever it is. You can find them and you can kind of summon them and say, hey, you know, it's time to go have dinner. Let's go back to the room and get ready. Or, hey, we're all meeting up here to watch this show. You need to meet us here. They can just follow that little map to wherever you're at, or vice versa. I don't know. I kind of feel like it has a little Harry Potter vibe to it. I don't know. But I'm a Harry Potter dork, so that's the way that goes. Anyway, so that's the medallion class. I love that technology. I love it. Okay, so every time I have to switch slides, I have to move my phone. Okay. So another thing I included on this PowerPoint is an example itinerary, but I'm just going to quickly take you through what goes on your itinerary when you book with Cloud9 Travel Co. What I do is pull up your entire cruise. You get all of the ports first. You also get city guides. So when I say a city guide, what I mean is I'm going to populate all the information about the city or the island that you're going to. And you're also going to get dining recommendations. You're going to get like this. These are some must-sees on this island, or, you know, in Cozumel or Belize or wherever it is you're going. You're going to get some recommendations for that port, so you can make an educated decision on what you want to do, whether you want to book an excursion through Princess or if you just want to go do your own thing. I know Jason and I, when we went to the Bahamas like 10 years ago, and we just did our own thing. We got off the ship and we rented one of those little scooters and we just cruised through the island and saw the things we wanted to see. And we made it back to the ship. Okay, no problem. But that was just a personal decision. So you can do whatever you want. You've got the information in your itinerary to do it. Not only that, you're also going to have your flights. Your flights have a tracker. It's a real-time tracker. So if there's any changes to your gate, any changes to the time, you have a delay, you have a whatever it is, it's going to automatically alert you on your itinerary, and it's going to like ding you. It's an app. So when I send you this trip plans itinerary, you get an option to download the app, and you have everything in the palm of your hand through the entire vacation. I will embed Google Maps, so you know exactly where to go. If you need to go to your hotel from a train station or from your flight, I'll download or upload, or rather, all the links to welcome pickups, Rome to Rio, whatever you need to get where you need to go. You are going to be able to access that, and you're going to be able to manage your trip in real time when you're in destination. So I love that option. I love having that. You'll be able to communicate with me immediately via the app. There's a chat feature. All you need to do is just go to the chat feature, chat it up. I'm always here. When you're traveling, I don't leave. So I'm here. I'm on my devices. I am ready to respond to anything that you need when you're in destination. So love that. And not only do you get that, but you get a full ship description. You get all the deck plans. You get your room description. So there's an inside room, balcony, mini suite, and ocean view. So you get all of that, and you get, again, the descriptions, you get the dimensions, and then you, with the deck plan, you get to see where everything's at. And then when you're assigned, or you want to consider a couple of different room options, you get to see exactly where that room is on the ship. So if it's going to be a little too close to the front of the ship, I want to be a little bit more midship. So we'll look at that and we'll come up with some options for you. So that's not just for cruise ships. That's also a cruising. That's also for any vacation that you book with me. The room options, again, we just kind of went over them. The inside staterooms, those are going to be your most budget friendly. The inside staterooms are, they provide comfort. I mean, they're, you know, the luxurious linens. You still get all of those. You still, again, get a comfortable bed. And also, honestly, a well-appointed space for the, for that budget level. So, it's a great way to get onto a cruise. I like the inside staterooms, especially when you have multiple stops, like when you have multiple ports. When you're only cruising one day at sea, like the entire day, really all you need is a place to sleep. So inside rooms really aren't a bad option for that. The next one up is that ocean view stateroom. That's going to feature a window or a porthole to let in some natural light. They don't open, so you don't get any of that natural breeze in. Some people prefer that. Some people don't like that, you know, ocean, like breeze and all of that coming into their room. So that might be a good option as well. The next one up, this is the most popular option, is that balcony. So, and you can get a balcony anywhere on the ship. Princess is very generous with their balconies. There's a lot of them on the ship. So, and depending on your category of room, your classification of room, kind of depends on what size of balcony you get. So that's something that we can talk about and, you know, personalize to you. The next one up is going to be your mini suite. So the mini suite, you're going to have that separate sitting area as well as a larger balcony area. I would say this is probably between the balcony and the mini suite, the most preferred option. And then you get into your suite categories after this. Like these are going to be, well, you can do this with mini suites too. There's a star suite category, a sky suite category, and a royal suite category. So those are all going to be like your upper, like amenities, like all the things that you want on a cruise ship as far as amenities go. Your suites are definitely going to have everything. And then we're going to get up from there and go into the sanctuary suites. The sanctuary suites is a whole different ballgame. So you get up to the sanctuary level, you have your own deck, you have your own pool, you have your own restaurant, you have your own plush chairs. We're going to go into this a little bit more, so I won't spend too much time on this now. You also have your own restaurant. So that's definitely something to consider when you're sailing with Princess. All right, so next we're going to talk about some excursions. We talked about how immersive they are. I'll go into it just a little bit more. I don't want to waste your time, especially if that first live actually worked. You know, you're watching this twice now if you stayed with me. They offer a variety of excursions at each port that fully immerse yourself into local experiences. Again, from those cooking classes in Italy to tours in Greece, et cetera, depending on what country you're in. Kayaking in the fjords in Scandinavia, ziplining through the rainforests. You can pretty much find anything. Snorkeling. There's just looking for... Oh, there. Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right. So you can look for the Discovery and Animal Planet themed excursions, and those are going to be a little bit more unique, a little bit more enriching, and those are also curated by... Next, on with my Wi-Fi. All right. The next is going to be the Sanctuary. We already talked about that, so let's just move on from that. Let's get into pricing. Let's get into how to get a deeply discounted or free cruise. So when you book with Cloud9 Travel Co., we're going to find a group to book you in, like whatever you want to do. And I have so much group space available over the next 2 years. So please don't hesitate to reach out with any cruise or any category that you want, because we can find something. But this is an example of some pricing. So I've got Alaska. This one takes off on June the 16th. And again, this is just an example. For a balcony room, this is not a mini suite. This is not a suite. This is a balcony room. There's also the ocean view on the inside, remember, underneath this one, but this is going to be that most popular, that balcony option. For a double occupancy per person, it's going to be $1,819 per person. In that double occupancy 4-person stateroom cabins. So now for a family of 4, you're going to have that $1,819 per adult, or per person. If you have a third and fourth guest that you want to add to that stateroom, each of those guests is only going to be $909. So that's 50% off. So that's 50% off for the third and fourth guests. It's just that first and second guests that are paying that $1,819. So for a family of 4 in that balcony stateroom, it's going to be a total of $5,556. That's without any of the Princess Plus or the Premier packages attached to that for the amenities, dining, beverages, etc. So that's just going to be for the cruise itself. But that's a pretty good deal. And then of course, 2 people who want to be in that room are going to pay under $4,000. So for both people, I mean, it's unbeatable. And then if a single wants to go into one of those balcony rooms, it's $3,378. So if you just have a solo that just wants to go and do their own thing, that's what it's going to be for that balcony room. So not terrible for that inside passage in Alaska in June of 2026. Another way to do this is to get a group together. So if you have a group of ladies, or you have church group, or you have a family reunion, or you have like 8 couples that, you know, want to go on the same cruise together, or I don't know, you just have a really fun social group that just wants to go have some fun, book 8 staterooms into a group, and then you're going to get, as the leader, you will get a deeply discounted, when I say deeply discounted, I mean deeply discounted cruise rate. So your cruise is going to drop significantly. There's all kinds of different ways you can do this. If you don't want to take the cruise fare reduction, you can do, you can get special perks on board. You can get shore excursions covered. You can get specialty dining, spa treatments, souvenirs. You can also get a bottle of wine per stateroom in your group. Or you can do something really cool like a private cocktail party for your group. I mean, I work pretty closely with my business development manager, and we can pretty much make anything happen for your group. So just using those TC credits that you would get by getting a group of 8 cabins together and booking all in that same group. So anyway, that's kind of a neat way to earn your incentives on your cruise. And that's all I have. Conclusion, this kind of review, we've got that global reach where you can go anywhere in the world on Princess Cruises. I love the medallion technology. I think that's perfect for groups of people. I think that's perfect for families. I think it's a great way for everybody to connect on board. I think it's a great way to connect kind of to the ship so you can get whatever you want. I don't know, let's say your kid is on the pool deck and he wants some chicken fingers, and all he has to do is order the chicken fingers and they bring them right to him. It's pretty incredible. You don't have to worry about the kids not being able, or anybody, and it's too much tequila, whatever, not being able to get into the room. That medallion is right there. It just opens for them. So, and then of course you've got the sanctuary spaces. That's your peaceful escape. That's going to be your adults only. That's going to be, where you want to go if you want to relax. And then don't forget about those excursions. So at each port, you get an excursion. That's it. They'll take your breath away. So, anyway, man, thank you so much. If you came twice, or if that first live went through at all, I don't know if it did or not, but if it didn't, thanks for watching. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time just really learning all about these cruise lines and all about, my travelers. And I would love to get to know you. So, I'm going to drop a form in the comments, and feel free to fill it out. There's no obligation to book, but if you fill it out and you tell me where you want to go, and you tell me how many in your party, and what your budget preferences are, your hotel preferences are, things like that, let me put something together for you. Let me put some pricing together for you, and let's get you on vacation. Again, there's no obligation, but at least I can, try to help you. Let's have some fun. And other than that, I'm going to throw a couple of polls in there too, into the comments. Let me know what you want to hear about next time. Let me know what cruise line. Do you want to hear about Royal Caribbean? Do you want to hear about Viking? Do you want to hear about, let's talk about cruises. And then, I'm also putting a poll out there for, what countries do you want to visit? So let's have some fun. All right. I can't wait to meet you. Again, my name is Jana Kaiser, and I am the owner and travel advisor for Cloud9 Travel Co. here in Gilbert, Arizona. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Thursday. Thank you. Bye.